Can you tell where I am if I move a little bit to the side? If you have read any of my novels, my second novel is Tangled Ashes, and it happens in this beautiful castle right behind me. This also happens to be the place where I grew up. This castle was the European Bible Institute back in the day, and my parents were professors there, and so this little romantic girl got to grow up inside and outside this beautiful building. And I'm just passing through, this is north of Paris, I'm just passing through here on my way back from a ministry assignment in Hungary. And whenever I can, I try to make it back to this place because in ways I can't fully define, this is home. This is a heart home that has anchored deep and that has not mellowed with the passage of time. I do a lot of talking about home when I meet with MKs and their parents about the enormity of what home means to us, and all it takes is a sight or a sound to bring it all rushing back, even if we are in foreign places that are now home, in which we've really embedded ourselves and put down roots. Coming back to France, it is the sound of these birds that bring me back to my childhood. It is the staccato approach to language that sounds so different to the ear, and even the pitch of their speaking is different. It's the way people drive. It is the way the morning smells, as it does on this beautiful sunny blue sky morning here in La Morlaix. And for a lot of MKs, trying to reconcile themselves to having multiple homes and trying to spread themselves so thin across multiple homes, multiple universes, can be a really challenging thing. So we approach it from different ways. Some of us will choose to conform. When we move to a new universe, we decide to detach ourselves from anything that connects us to our previous homes in order to look and sound and to some degree think exactly like the culture in which we have now established our roots. The downside of that is that we need to cut off some pieces that have shaped us in order to fully conform to this new place. The second approach is to unconform. This is the MK who says, well, they think I'm weird on that side of the ocean, and they think I'm weird on this side of the ocean. Let me show you weird. And we go out of our way to be as different as we can be as a choice, because then we get to be the architect of our difference and not the victim of our difference. Do you see that that gives us a sense of ownership or control over our circumstances? But what I preach when I speak to MKs and their parents is mostly belonging. It is changing our mindset to the point where we can value mostly belonging in multiple places, not fully belonging, but mostly belonging. Because in that scenario, we get to keep all of those formational pieces, all of those universes that are inside of us that we feel surging back when we come to places like these. And we get to enjoy the wealth and the richness of what they have brought to us, and therefore what we can contribute to our new context, to the world we enter after we have left our foreign places. It's not easy. Straddling cultures is not a comfortable place to be. But it means that if you imagine our cultures as a pie chart with colors in it, it means that when we move to color red, we can expand our red because we still have connection to that place. We still have an understanding at a core level of that place, and we can be mostly red when we're living in red, or when we meet people who come from red. And then if we move to color green, to culture green, we can expand the greenness that we still carry within us because it's still there, because we've kept connected to it, whether it be by speaking the language or social media or watching movies from those countries. We still have a connection and an attachment to that place that we have lost. And then if we move from green to another color, the same thing happens. We can keep expanding what remains of those cultures inside of us so that we can mostly belong in multiple places. It equips us for giving back in a way that monocultural people can't. It equips us to be chameleons. It equips us to be bridge builders between different, even subcategories of culture. It allows us to continue to be aware of the forces that have shaped us and of the worldview that is different from others who might be more monocultural in the way they approach the world. It also, I think, allows us to see God in a broader perspective than if we were interpreting who He is and evaluating Him through a just monocultural lens. So that is my encouragement to MKs and to their parents, that we create a subculture that validates and celebrates mostly belonging in multiple places, because the richness of who we are and what we bring to the world is uniquely shaped by that. And as soon as we can wrap our minds around not fully belonging, but mostly belonging, I think there will be a peace that comes from that and an awareness of the benefits of growing up between worlds. That's it for now. I have 3 pastries sitting in my purse at my feet that have been begging me to be eaten since I started this video, so I'm gonna push stop. I'm gonna eat my pastries and wish you a good day from the beautiful town and castle of La Morlaix. Thanks for listening.